Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition.
Oh, why don't UTSA 5?
As we'll see, the rise of the strength, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start us off. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. And an empty backfield here on second and short. A designed run for the quarterback. The Owls get enough to move the chains. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Little touch pass to the receiver. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that. And these kids looking for a huge play. Snags it down the right side.
You ain't started cooking your head.
Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners.
Face the
We are fired up to get this game
world.
underway. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Roadrunners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. And the returner is brought down, but there's a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle, and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He'll take it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air, looking to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown, man.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Line gets set, first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses to 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Roadrunners in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Offense in the hurry-up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. At the 45, on its way. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Wide out in motion. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, they went flea flicker, hoping to catch the defense off guard. I got to be honest, David. I don't think the defense was fooled. It was almost as if they were expecting that play. There was nowhere to go with the ball.
And you're trying to make the big play. And you're trying to capitalize on momentum and try to create something and hit the home run. But you're right. Nice job staying disciplined. You could tell when the running back took the football, he didn't want to run the football. You could tell he was flipping it back. Nice job by the secondary, forcing the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. On the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Pulls and fires complete. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool belt.
The road runners are in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Third and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. Flying down the right side. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Throws to the back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UTSA!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Offense, quick tempo. Gets it inside the 10. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown Owls! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have
Got a lot of room to the right. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5.
He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Oh, he tosses it back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing for it.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Owls! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
UTSA 21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Makes the grab on the right. Off he goes. Inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And they will score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Bringing it out. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And the Roadrunners line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. Touchdown, UTSA! What a catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure.
He's loose down the left side. Past the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll leave it with him. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the quarterback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the RPO, complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. But I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll set up to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Florida Atlantic races to the line. He'll do it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
A run for the quarterback. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, you got to stop the run.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. A field goal here will put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida Atlantic, 42. UTSA, 35.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some 1st downs, get some positive momentum.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Can anyone catch him? Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Here comes the offense on second down. Jet sweep to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Let's see what they do on third down. Off the play fake. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage, they took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. This quarterback part of their running game.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a full game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
On the move. Touchdown Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4 and 1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19.
Josh Green, former Maverick, throwing it down from the mellow ball. Nick Smith Jr.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That was his solo 3 of the night. So magic up.
He's looking to throw.
Dipping and diving.
He makes the connection. Running through contact. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, guess what? Shaq, you're on a graphic. Allo became the first Magic player since Dwight in 2011.
He's got it on the right. Right midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards.
They're looking like a playoff team. Let's get to our dunk playoffs. AT&T Dunk of the Week.
After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Think about it, those guys on the move, man. He's so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Roadrunner. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
The defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game, and it needs some help from the defense.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, they make the grab and get the ball.
We saw Carlisle Ware earlier today, and we also just saw Pete Scoot get
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Build this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front. At that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they should have lost it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Leaves it with the running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver shows motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
They try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll give it to him again. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
We're going to finally get to our final 4 of the best stat line of this all. Anthony Buck.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go to the toss. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, the fumble underneath. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
How about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yards.
Download the PrizePicks app today. Enter $5 and get $50
net,
instantly.
create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
Running back goes in motion. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This offense has a 2nd down play. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Lowers those pads. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Leaves it with the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Begins on TBS at 6:30. March Madness Sweet 16.
With jet sweep pass.
Week long. I think we might even have
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
1-8 matchup. Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. Magic Johnson's 42-15-7 in the NBA Finals. Wilt Chamberlain. We don't need the video.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in a great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his feet. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
The 4th seed and a 5 seed. 5 seed Westbrook. I need to see footage, America. 20 games.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
And the 4th seed was Michael Jordan, 63-point loss. 63-point performance against the Boston Celtics in a loss. Westbrook's 2020.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the mark, and they'll turn it over on down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right?